G'day mate and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, JD. Now, first off, I gotta apologise for the brain fart last episode. I could not work this out until I stopped recording. As soon as I stopped recording, it was obvious. So, we've got our gaseous element sensor set to hydrogen, and the other one is the gas pipe, also set to hydrogen. They're both coming in NOT gates, so we want the reverse of. So if it's not hydrogen there and not hydrogen there, then we'll use an OR gate to turn this on. So that means anytime I end up with a funny gas, like there's a little bit of natural gas, and a bit of oxygen, and a bit of who knows what, it'll just get dumped in this environment. Because the whole area is way overpressurized with hydrogen, it means that the other gases should get kicked out somewhere. We don't really mind where at this stage. Same time, we've got our petroleum is slowly running. We have... I did let this run, and run, and run, and now we have a complete room of natural gas, nothing but. And our little joining system is working pretty fine. I need to, obviously... where is it? Ventilation. Automation. Oh, I need to fix this. So, I wanted to move some gas pipes. So, that's the other prep I did for this episode. So, I disconnected this gas pipe and disconnected this gas pipe. I want to move that one up and that one down to clear out some area in the middle. Problem is, they're full of gas and I don't really want to just release that out into the general atmosphere. So, all you need to clear a gas pipe or a water pipe is you need a output at one end and or an output at one end and an intake at the other, or however you want to put it. So if I do that and that, as soon as dupes build this one and this one, you've delivered and you're running off. Good one, Matt. And whilst I think about it, yeah, Matt's the only one damaged. You can have a little rest. Just a little rest. Delivering, building, boom. So as soon as that's built, it'll now clear out the gas pipe. This system is running pretty much perfectly. That one's built as well, so now that whole pipe will empty. And because these are built right beside one another, I literally... Priority 1 really doesn't matter. I'm just going to join those two. And it's fixed. We will do deconstruct higher priority because I want all that gone. Gas bridge, deconstruct. And the other problem, I disconnected this like 2 episodes ago, and I couldn't for the life of me work out how I get it to prioritize the gas bridge first. And because I was thinking like I'd have to come off to the side and bridge into this, and I was overthinking it way too much. We're literally going to come down, and go across, and back up. And that'll force it, because it's got the option of the bridge first, it'll take the bridge first, fill up these guys, and then the excess will go this way. Plain and simple as that. So we need to get rid of all of that. Yes, bridge, deconstruct. Really? I can't click on a gas vent in gas mode? Clay, you drive me nuts sometimes. So yeah, that'll bridge down, fill up these guys. This is now running, that's now running, lots of things are running, we're happy with lots of stuff. I am getting sick of little dribs and drabs of polluted water here, there and everywhere. Polymer presses are running, auto sweepers are running. I have cleared some room, so I've pre-built the steps down to clear out all this area. Because, yes, I want more room for the liquid to start with, and I want to actually properly start storing liquid in a proper liquid tank. Correctly. Words. And we've got... So that's ice. Do you not store ice? You store polluted ice. You store ice. Because ice is technically clean. So I want another mesh tile. And then the only difference is you're made out of metal. But I also want the ice to melt. So we'll go with another star. Actually going to go with gold. Because gold is more thermally reactive than iron. And then refinement, right? Utilities, temp shift plates. These can be out of iron, doesn't really matter too much. But I just want a couple of temp shift plates to take the temperature out of the ice and spread it into the local air. Eagle Andy is now research assistant. You come up to a scientist. There we go. I'm not hooking up any automation or anything to those things. They're there to get rid of store the ice and hopefully get rid of it. I don't know how I end up with ice down here, but I did. So we've cleared out most of the junk in here. I'll actually set a sweep for that, except for the oil. Just because I literally have nowhere to put the oil. Because this is still buried. And I got no way of getting in here to put down a pitcher pump to put it down. I'm worried if I open this door that it'll flood out. So we're just ignoring that for the moment. But I do want a gas sorter. So that's today's like job. Deconstruct. Buildings. That can go, that can go. Automation. That can go. That tile can go. Alright. So working from left to right, right to left. Alright, priority 1. So, we're going to put a gas tank here. We're then going to go gas shut off. And gas prioritize the shut off first. Going to put an element sensor. We're going to put insulated gas pipe, because we've got no idea what temperature the gas is that's coming in. And that should let us connect to the next reservoir, the next reservoir, and the next reservoir. Gas shut off. There, there, there. Gas element sensor. Gas pipe. Like so. So that's 4 gases, but I think I've got a lot more than 4. And that was all set to priority 1, and already they're starting to build it. Because I want to make sure the concept works before I actually start getting too far into it. Which means I'm probably about to cancel the whole thing. We put our automation here. So let's cancel the whole thing. Okay. So we want gas reservoir. I do want to have a little bit of a gap between there and there. Ventilation. Gas shut off. There, 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 there. Oops. Ventilation. Gas shut off. And there. Insulated pipe. In, over, down. In, over, down. Rinse and repeat. there, and there. Automation. I want a knot sensor. Oh. No. I want an element sensor. Now automation. I want a knot sensor. No, I don't want a knot sensor. This is the exact opposite. So I want an actual sensor that says, if this is oxygen, pump it in here. If this is natural gas, pump it in here. CO2 in here. So on and so forth. Groundskeeper. Horsey is a groundskeeper. You can go up to a plumber. Alright, we're gonna go granite. Build this across. One more gas reservoir because I can. Potentially that's the last one. So I'm probably gonna have to vent whatever's left over. I don't know, we'll get to that far and then we'll work out the rest. Gas shut off. In there. Gas element sensor in there. Automation wire. Those two. And those two. And those two. And those two. Those two. And those two. Okay. So dupes have lots to do. Insufficient oxygen. What? There's plenty of oxygen up there. It's probably because these guys are slowly getting overpressurized. Because we've got too much hydrogen. Which probably means power. Hydrogen generator. Out of gold. Oh, that's going. Go away. I need that gone, and then I can put it in its place. This is now running beautifully. That's running beautifully. This is still can't be deconstructed because nobody can reach the damn thing. Okay, priority 6. All of that, please. Because now I've planned it out, I actually want it built. Same time. Oh. Oh no, you can climb down, climb back up. That works. Fine, you guys do that. Because yeah, this will be the next project that we need to ascertain. Why are you coming down there, wee rat? To pick up some slime. Oh boy. Yeah, you got to build the ground first. Got to build the ground first, Valentine. Sheesh. So the idea is I can use this to sort out the different gases, and then, like in the case of the natural gas, I could pump it in. Hell, I could pump it in straight here because this pipe will generally be empty. CO2 can be pumped down here. Chlorine, turns out our chlorine geyser has gone and stopped running. So we pulled a vacuum in here, which means the pinch of pepper actually stopped running. Oops. So yeah, I put down a pressure sensor for the gas pump. So low immunity, really? Valentine, what have you done? Oh wow! You're screwed. Are there even any? No, there's no contents in there. Valentine, you're screwed. You're. How did you find that many germs? I don't even have air that has that many germs. That's all clean. Oh. Nope. Oh, it's filled up the whole pipe with hydrogen. Yeah, we've got too much hydrogen. Oh. That'll do it. Deodorizer. A high priority, please. Out of anything. Yeah, that's some germs. You know what? Well, actually, no. We'll keep it narrow. That should force the polluted oxygen past the deodorizers. But yeah, Valentine's going to get very sick. Minus 119% per cycle is definitely a new record. You just went out there and breathed all the germs in. Hey, Valentine. Yeah, if somebody run this, you'd have at least a chance. Okay. Power. We've got a power line right there that has not a lot on it. Excellent. So, for the moment, I'm just going to hook up to the existing power. Okay, so that's that done. That's that done. So I can copy settings there to there. So now they can come in here and sweep this ice. Now, I did want to get some auto sweepers down here. I'm trying to find the spot that'll work. Okay, so if I put an auto sweeper an auto sweeper there. With an auto sweeper there. With a you can't reach that. Slime lung. Yes, Valentine, you're very, very sick. Come lay down. Hopefully somebody will make you some vitamin chews. Hopefully. Alright, that's all dug out. At least as good as it's going to get. We have another coal biome. I don't see any volcanoes, so there's not much here for me. We will go through and do the harvest order, because we found lots more stuff. Okay, that's that done. This is going to get built slowly. It'll take them a while to get that done. Back to our auto sweeper problem. So, you're going to dump out carbon. You're going to dump out iron. And you're going to make steel. So if I put an auto sweeper between the two of you, I should be able to move the iron from here to here without an issue. On top of that, you can reach up to both these two. So you should be able to get lime and put it into a smart storage compactor, which I should then be able to hook up to the automation from there to there to get it to stop when this is full. And then you should be able to move the carbon to there to make steel, because we want steel. In fact, I'm going to hit that, I'm going to hit that, and I'm going to hit that. Okay, and then power-wise, you need power, you need power. That's it. We just need it actually built. So set your priority, 7 to build, and then set it low when it's built. So you're gonna do... what the hell's lime under? Agricultural? No. Soil? No. Consumable ore. Lime. So you're gonna do all the lime. You guys are now not gonna do lime. We're going to copy that across all storage compactors. So all the lime should end up in here from this machine and this machine. This has got a higher priority, so once it's in this storage compactor, it can always be moved on to that one. I need them both hooked up to automation, so I'm not going to bother hooking them up to automation at all. We'll just leave it as is. So we've got not a lot of lime, and we've got a fair bit of refined carbon. What's ceramic under? Miscellaneous? No. No. Raw minerals. Ceramic. 200 kilos. So I do want to run more ceramic. A lot more ceramic. And that just uses plain coal. It's not even carbon. Okay. Now, technically, I could put another storage compactor over here and say, take the steel out of there and put it in there. I could. I'm probably not going to bother. Okay. So we're going to crank up the game speed again. Valentine's over here eating. They got slime lung. 3 cycles down with slime lung. And then they're going to regain their immunity system, which is the other hassle. If somebody just ran this, would be fine. Okay, we're slowly getting there. Why are you saying no power? Oh, because the wires aren't actually built. Okay. So, we'll build it all first, then we'll work out which gas pipe goes where. So you're delivering eggshell, you're delivering no fossils whatsoever, because I don't know where the fossils are. In fact, I don't even know what fossils look like. They're that rare. Or actually, they're new to the system, new to the game, and I haven't seen them prior to this. Job master, plumber. Quantum can now have the job of research assistant. Why not? That's all sand, sand, sand. Bleach stone. I know fossils are meant to be whitish. Because I have seen them once before, but like, they don't stand out like everything else, because everything else you've been looking at, I've been looking at for over a year now. It's slightly overpressurized. It's fine. Granite, granite, sandstone, sandstone, granite, granite. Sand. Sand. Yeah, I don't see any fossils. That's all sand, iron ore. Nope. Alright, so punch through that. We're going to do a dig, priority 6. Just going to notch that out. That'll let the water flow. That should somewhat improve our problems. This is what I hate. Because these can only be built by a mechatronics engineer, you have to have somebody. What the hell are you doing with my lime? Is that lime? No. Where'd the lime go? Eggshell. I should have a good supply of eggshell, actually. No. Eggshell, 0 kilos. I thought I had a good supply of eggshell. Oh! I just realized we keep bringing in more dupes and I didn't move them to a different schedule. We'll go to schedule 5 now. Yeah, okay, so you go to schedule 5. You go to schedule... Whoop, loud sleepers. No. Schedule 5, please. Thank you. Okay. Fossil to lime. Yeah, okay. Alright, no idea where all the lime's gone. It just found some iron. Alright. Okay, this is built at least. So, we need to work out where all our output pipes are going to go. So, I have natural gas up here. So I think that's the easiest one to deal with first. We're just going to take a pipe. And I'm going to bridge it across. Actually, I don't even really need to do that, do I? We're going to go that way. Bridge it across. And then I'm going to bridge in. Because that way it'll merge. Now, the reason I've got the gas tank thing is it's a big buffer, basically. So if anything goes wrong and I end up with... Because the way these things work is they have to be able to dump at all times. If they can't dump, then the wrong gas just passes through the system. So you're going to be natural gas. So we tick your box there. We were putting down a hydrogen generator. Power... hydrogen? And... I actually want them on a different set of automation. Yeah, so automation wire, there, bridge over, bridge down. So you kick in at 50%, you now kick in at 30%, and you will kick in at 40%. Because then again, we've also got too much natural gas. Okay. So, if that one's natural gas, this one can be hydrogen. And we do that by just selecting hydrogen. And we need to get the gas pipe over there. So, ventilation, insulator pipe, across. Is that going to work? No. I need to... Oh, maybe. There to there, there to there, there to there. Gas bridge, gas bridge, gas bridge. Okay, so your hydrogen. You can be... actually, I want the first one to be chlorine. And I want to take my chlorine pipe and connect it into this. This gap. It's going to be awkward because of how I ran the pipes. Alright, so we're going to go... bring you out Oh, your thing's there. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go out, up, bridge, up to there, deconstruct, ventilation, gas pipe. My rule of having a gap between pipes has obviously failed me. Now we're in 3 pipes right beside one another. Very nice. Very nice. Deconstructing is always high priority, please. Okay, so chlorine will come in here and it'll just get sorted with what? So the wire's there, just nobody bothered to hook it up? Yeah, nobody bothered to hook it up. Okay. So you're chlorine. So chlorine will come in there. Natural gas, hydrogen, so it leaves us 3 still. So one's going to have to be oxygen, one's going to have to be carbon dioxide. Because our carbon dioxide vents right here at the moment, we're just going to run it straight down and into there. Which now means I need to provide the tubes some way of getting there. Hopefully that's enough that they can sort of jump most of the way and yeah. Ventilation. That to there. So this is going to come down and then bridge in. Okay. Okay. They can reach all of it at the moment. Until they start destroying things, then they probably can't reach it. I really wish we could just empty. Empty. Actually, I have a gas machine here, don't I? Ventilation. Canister empty. Use. I don't know if it actually has plumbing. It doesn't, just empties it in the atmosphere. Okay, fine. We won't build it there then. We're going to build it wherever we're going to start pulling gas and sorting from. Which is probably... So we're dumping CO2 there, so it's probably not there actually. It's probably over here. Oh, you made some vitamin tubes. Did Valentine get a vitamin tube? No. What do the other ones do? Apply, disease recovery speed bonus 1%. Okay. So, because we've got a disease at the moment, we might give her a placebo and see if that helps. Unreachable ability. I knew that would happen. Stupid tubes. Okay, now they can deconstruct everything else at least. So one of these two is going to be oxygen, and the only thing I'm going to do is pump it up here and just hope for the best. Why is there hydrogen? Whoa, why is there hydrogen in my oxygen pipe? Why is there hydrogen right there? There shouldn't ever be hydrogen right there. I'm pulling gas through a corner. That's not meant to be possible. Metal tile. There and there. Supplemented oxygen. We could end up with supplemented oxygen in the pipes. It's probably better than hydrogen. Not really. They're both just as bad as one another, actually. Okay, wait. Ventilation, insulated pipe. We'll use... No, I don't know why they're complaining. We'll use this one. And then... deconstruct. Because it's going to come into a join so I can actually merge tiles. Gases do not merge sideways. The only way they merge is through a gas bridge or a valve. I'd have to wait for these gaps to put the air in. That's not what we want. Not at all. That really has brought down the temperature in the area. I do have hot zone still, so all this is boiling hot. 29, please. Deconstruct. Gas pipes. 28. All those, please. Ventilation. Insulated. 29. So there to there to there to there. Okay, you need oxygen. And you're good to go. So if it's not chlorine, carbon dioxide, oxygen, hydrogen, or natural gas, it's going to get to here and get stuck. That's the bottom line. That's as far as we've gotten. So if I go ventilation, gas pump, I'm going to just whack you over there. And then put a gas bridge in here with a gas pipe, deconstruct, 9. I go there, I go there, I go join, 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 power, wire. Which network is worse off? Technically the bottom one. Hook that into there. Then in theory, we can start sorting gases. Job mastered. We've got an apprentice architect for Colonel Will. Congratulations, Colonel Will. Up to next level. Learn some more stuff. Really? 1, 2. Yeah, you can't reach that. Come on, but a couple of bits of pipe, a couple of bits of wire. And then if I can get rid of these other gases, it does mean we've got a better chance of actually getting oxygen into the bottom half of the base. So, watch this in action. So our chlorine is getting filtered out. Our carbon dioxide got filtered out. It's still passing all the way through the system. Where did I put CO2? No. That's carbon dioxide. Did I not set this? I didn't set this to carbon dioxide. And you're meant to be oxygen. Yep. So chlorine's getting pumped out. Carbon dioxide's getting split off, pumped out, down to here. And a black hole ate my game. So, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. And we'll see what happens on the reload. Alright, bye.